Hey guys, welcome back to part 3 and the final part of the Minimalist Modern Speed Build. Congrats if you are building this because you made it this far. I know that this build probably gave you a headache because it gave me a headache, so I really apologize for that. And if you're just watching for the voiceover, hello and welcome back to another voiceover. So I'm really sorry for not getting this out sooner. I don't know, I have a lot of life just happens, you know. It was end of summer for me a few weeks ago. I said that in my last voiceover, and now I'm in school, so it's kind of hard to adjust to that. The end of summer is always busy because people want to hang out with you more and do more stuff because I want to utilize the last few days and weeks of summer. So then it's kind of more time consuming, and it's fun. Don't get me wrong, but it's just you have that pressure to kind of hang out a lot more, just to use that last kind of few days of summer vacation. So that's kind of what happened. And then I started school this last Monday, so then that's adjustment for me to figure how is this gonna work, how much time am I really gonna have to focus on my builds, which I think I'll have quite a bit of time. It's only 3 days a week for me for school, so I think I'm gonna have a lot more time to get this done, and the homework doesn't seem as bad. Not as time consuming. I still have a lot of homework even though it's the first week. So yeah, another reason that this was not out there is because I kind of lost motivation. Besides life getting in the way of things, I also lost motivation kind of for BLOXBURG because starting a new project is always so hard for me. It's always so demotivating because it's you have this blank slate and you could really do so many different things with it, and you want to make it look good, obviously. And so I've just been creating so many different house layouts and exteriors, and which one looks good, which one do I want to keep going with, and none of them were working. So that kind of put me into a spiral to not be motivated to do anything on BLOXBURG. But yesterday, I think I found a good layout that I'm gonna do. So this is why I'm doing it right now. I feel kind of motivated to get back into my game and do that because I don't want to fall off too much where it's even harder to get back into the routine of things. So I'm glad that I kind of found a house that I want to do, and I was kind of behind, but now I'm I think I'm still a little bit behind on stuff, but I'm getting up there. And I had to film this obviously because I wanted to get this out there. This is the last part. I just had to get it out there. So yeah, and I feel bad because it took me a while to get this out, and I don't like being really slow about things. I want to kind of have everything out there for you guys if you're recreating a speed build, so you can kind of have everything. And it just gets a lot more confusing if I wait a whole month to post something, and it loses a lot of interest in people because who wants to wait a whole month to do that? So yeah, my apologies for that, but life happens and things happen, which is something we have to get used to. And I always have to remember that I can't always be productive. I have this thing where I always feel I have to be productive every single day is productive, but I have to remember that it's okay to have days off, and it's okay to do stuff that's not related to work, BLOXBURG, or anything like that. So that's just what I have to learn about myself, is to do that. So yeah, but on the topic of school stuff, I got a ton of textbooks, and it's in high school I never really had textbooks. We kind of just would use they would have classroom copies, and we just use that during the school day, and then if you needed it, and then we won't really use a textbook that much anyways. But if we did, we just use the e-textbooks on our iPad that we got for school. So that was always really nice because I never had to carry around a ton of textbooks. But now with college, it's I have to carry around I have at least I think 5 textbooks that I have to get, or I have right now, and they're all laying in my room. I have to do a ton of assignments with them after I film this video, which is not very fun for me. So yeah, it's annoying to carry around in your backpack and take them all the time, and it's just a ton more stuff that I don't want to deal with, and I don't know where to do with them because they kind of just right now they're just laid around my room, and I don't really have a place for them because it's just weird because they're all in my backpack, and like I don't like that, and my life is just kind of a mess right now with everything, like all the new transitions in my life. So that's really fun for me to like deal with, even though like I know like a ton of people have textbooks and like that's like a daily thing that they have to go through. It just like hurts my back so much, and so that's not fun, but we're getting used to it. I don't know why like I was talking about textbooks, like they're not a big deal at all, but I just never really had them like at all in like high school or anything else, I guess, and it's just like annoying to carry now. Like I don't know, I feel like we should just have ebooks or something, but I kind of like having the personal copy of a textbook. I think I like kind of the physical, like flipping through the pages and stuff, but the convenience of that like a e-textbook is a lot better because like you don't have to break your back to hold all of them in your backpack and stuff. But yeah, so I guess that's kind of my life lately. Definitely kind of hard to adjust with like everything because I want to be very active on YouTube and like just like this whole thing in general, but you know, sometimes it's just not as possible as like I would like it to be. So yeah, that's kind of my life. On the topic of like life and school, I was previously like online for 2 years before this, so like that was always fun, and now I'm in person, so like it's kind of like a different mix. Like even though like I kind of know like the environment of obviously like being in person, because like I don't know, but like with COVID and everything, kind of just like, you know, everyone kind of was online, and I kind of stayed on longer because I did like it because I had a lot more free time to like do this, and like I don't know, I really liked being at home and stuff, and like I just had a lot more flexibility, which I loved. But now my classes are all in person, so like it's definitely like a different thing that I'm like kind of adjusting to, but I love it though, because like before with like online you didn't really get that like connection with like other people as much. Like I kind of felt like kind of trapped, like, even though I kind of think I'm an introvert, like going into classes now I feel like I definitely am an ambivert. Like I do actually like love talking to people, and like I don't know, like I think that's really fun, and like I definitely like don't like want to hang out with people like 24/7. Like I need to like chill for a little bit. Like I need to have my time to like save my energy, and like I don't know, I love my alone time a lot. Like so I think I'm like an ambivert. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so like being online I kind of felt like more like recluse. Like I was not really connected to like a ton of people. Like I had my friend, and like I had like sports and stuff that like kept me connected in the loop of stuff all the time, and like so like that was always like kind of good. But like now a lot of my friends are moving to college and moving away out of state, so like that's hard too, because like now it's like you're meeting a whole different new people, like a ton of new people and like stuff, but it's really fun. Like I was really nervous for it the first day because like I didn't know anybody, and like I was like, oh my gosh, like I might just meet the weirdest people in my life. Not that that's like a bad thing, but like I don't know, I was like really like what, like who am I gonna like see. Like I was just like nervous I wasn't gonna like talk to anybody, but like having a new fresh start like that is super refreshing, because it's like you can really choose who you want to be. Like I could be super introverted, like I could like be super introverted and like not talk to anybody and like be super recluse, or you can be like the most social butterfly person, and people wouldn't really know because they don't really know me, so I could just kind of play whatever character I want. So like that's kind of fun, but I definitely like love being in person because I can like talk to people like that, and like now that we're all in the same, we all kind of have the same goals, it's super like nice to like connect with other people who have like a lot of different backgrounds, but we're all in the same like field of interior design, but like there's a ton of different backgrounds. Like how did they get there? And like it's really fun to listen to and like hear how people like chose this career path and stuff. So yeah, I really like it opposed to like other things. I think I made a good choice. Like so yeah, I'm really excited for that. It's just gonna be kind of an awkward time for me, like transitioning from all these different things. Like, you know, I'm sure everyone like I don't know, I feel like this Roblox community is like a lot younger, so you might not like get this, but it's really hard, like, transitioning from, like, I don't know, like, high school or just, like, anything, like, just from, like, that kind of to, like, early adulthood is so hard, and it's just kind of stressful. But, like, with all my friends moving away, it's kind of, like, I don't know, hard, because it's, like, I'm gonna probably be somewhat alone for a while, but that's why you make new friends, which is, like, always kind of hard, because another thing that's really hard is that you literally, like, my whole life, I never moved school or anything, so, like, everyone I knew I pretty much knew them since, like, kindergarten or, like, first grade, like, we were, like, day ones, so now it's kind of weird that everyone's moving away, and it's, like, you have to learn how to make new friends. Like, I feel like I haven't learned how to make a ton of new friends, because, like, I always had friends from, like, elementary school or something, or, like, middle school, and, like, we were always just, like, there, but now it's, like, you have to learn how to make new friends, and that's always, like, really hard, because I don't think I've made a lot of new friends, like, since middle school, or, like, maybe the beginning of high school. Like, most of them are all, like, friends I've known since literally I was, like, in elementary school. Some of them are middle school, but, like, you know, it's just, like, weird to, like, be in that thing where you have to, like, do that, but it's a good life lesson, because, like, that's just gonna happen when you grow up. It's, like, your friends are gonna move away. Everyone that you know is gonna, like, move away, and, like, you might want to, like, travel, and, like, you're gonna have to, like, be uncomfortable with that kind of stuff. And that's, like, what I've learned is, like, you never want to be, like, you never want to be comfortable. It's, like, you always want to be uncomfortable, like, and that's, like, it sucks. It really does suck, and I hate, like, when people say that to me. Like, I remember people on TikTok would always be like, oh, like, you should always feel good about being uncomfortable, and I'm like, but, like, uncomfortability is uncomfortable, so, like, no one wants to do that, but it's kind of true. Like, you really do have to be uncomfortable, and, like, that's how you grow, is being uncomfortable, and, like, it's like you meet new people, it's, like, being uncomfortable, and, like, the whole thing with, like, college is, like, I was saying this earlier, like, you can kind of pick who you want to be, because no one really knows who you are, and, like, I might be a very shy person at first, but, like, how are you gonna, like, I don't want to be shy the rest of my life. I want to be able to, like, talk to people, and, like, that's just, like, something, a life skill you're gonna need, so, like, you kind of have to, like, do that. So I kind of, like, just fake it till you make it, I guess. Like, I know people say that all the time, but literally it, like, works. Just fake it till you make it. So yeah, I guess that's my little, like, self-improvement little talk of the day. I kind of love when I do that, because I'm really passionate, I feel like, about, like, that kind of stuff, and although I feel like I haven't been, like, the best at keeping my life in order lately, like, I used to be super good, and, like, when I was, like, I don't know, like, a few years ago, I was, like, super good about being, like, always on top of things. Like, I literally would, like, always have so many habits going. Like, I would drink, like, a gallon of water a day, like, every single day. I would go on walks every single day, and, like, be super, like, and, like, exercise all the time, and, like, I definitely, like, I kind of had to for, like, sports and stuff, but, like, now that I'm not really doing that, it's, like, I have to, like, do that again, which is, like, fun and fun. I have to, like, learn new things and stuff, but I feel like I kind of fell off with that, like, lately. I've just kind of, like, not been as, like, I used to have, like, a ton of habits. Like, I would literally, like, not go on my phone in the morning. Like, I would put my phone downstairs, and, like, I wouldn't touch it for a few hours of the day, and I, like, would journal, like, every night, and I just, like, lost, like, all those habits. Like, I just, like, lost them all recently, so I need to, like, get back into that. And I think having more of a structure now that I'm gonna be back in school, like, I think that's gonna give me, like, what I need to kind of push through it, and, like, I don't know, like, having structure can really help, because I think maybe I mentioned this, maybe I mentioned this in my voiceover, but, like, when I don't have something to do, I, like, will do pretty much nothing, because I'm like, oh, well, I have all this time in the world, so, like, I can do it whenever I want. But then when I'm actually, like, busy, like, maybe, like, with school or whatever, like, whatever, you know, it is, I actually, like, get more done, because it's, like, I know I have to finish something. Like, I have to finish this before I, like, you know, before the night, because I have school in the morning, so, like, I don't want to stay up too late doing something. Like, I have to, like, actually prioritize that, and, like, so, like, that actually, like, helps me, like, even though, like, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with being busy, because, like, you want to be busy, because, like, it keeps you busy and stuff, but then it's, like, you want to have, like, that free time and, like, the lounge and, like, all that kind of stuff. So, But yeah, like, I don't know, like, being busy kind of helps me. So like I think having that structure will help me like get back into all my habits that I used to have. And like part of it might have just been, part of it probably is COVID, because like being online, it's like it's really hard to like stay motivated and like all that. But oh my gosh, be quiet. But yeah, so I'm kind of excited for that, like see what that does, even though it hasn't really helped me yet, because the first week of school, like nothing, you know, they don't really do anything, so like I feel like I'm still kind of in that transitional state. But I think in the future it'll be good, because I like have to get things done at a certain date, and that will really help me. Also, I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but I just got looked at, I don't know if you've heard of that, but I got a little notification on mail, and let me just tell you, I never check my mail, ever, like, and it made me so mad, because I have like 5,000 emails in my inbox, and most of them are just like brands being like, oh, 50% off sale, whatever, like, or use this code to get like money off of your next, you know, purchase or whatever, which is like nice, but it's so much, like they'll just be texting you so much, like, you left this in your shopping cart, go buy this, and like, leave me alone. Like, I like to have them because like they do give you like a lot of good discounts, and like if you shop at a lot of places, but it's so annoying, like, and now I like don't want to look at my mail because it's so overwhelming, because I have so many mail, like I have so much mail, I have like 5,000, which I just said, and I have like multiple mailboxes now, like emails. Like I have one that's kind of mostly like personal, like it's kind of just like shopping stuff, and like there's some mixed stuff in there, but then I have a new school account that it's like they'll just spam me with like oh, this person posted a new like a new like assignment, this like you have to go fill out this form to be like blah blah blah. Like it's just very overwhelming for me. Like I have like 10 mailboxes and I don't want to deal with it, and like deleting mail is just a process for me. I can't do it. I mean, I can do it. It's just like I don't like it. So I just like don't like mail at all. It's just so frustrating. Like I don't know if people can like check their mailbox every single day, like every minute, like they're just checking their email. I'm not that person. I can't do it. It's just annoying because it's and stressful. But I know like someday I'm gonna regret that, because there'll be something really important that I need to get done and I'll miss the email because I wasn't paying attention, which like almost happened in the summer. But that's besides the point. Like I would rather just like text, and like I signed up for like some of the text things for like the school, like they would text me stuff. They never text me, which I said it's good, because like I don't want to be spammed with a ton of different texts, but they just like don't use it. They just keep emailing me, and I'm like, just I don't know, like text is always a better option. I'll get to you faster because it's like on my phone, and I hate like having messages like unread or unopened messages on my phone. Like, but mail, that's another story. I have so much emails that it's just sitting there that I need to go through, which I deleted like 1,000 I think this morning, so that's good for me, but I still have a ton to do, and it just keeps growing. Every time I look at it, it's like a new email is like, you know, came in at this time, and it's so annoying. Like I'll just be deleting it and more, so I've kind of been like unsubscribing from some of the ones that like I have, like I don't really go use anymore. Like some of them are just so old, like I'm like I don't even shop there anymore, or they're just like, how did I even get on this sign up list anyways? I don't even think I went shop there at all. I don't really understand, but that's really annoying. Okay, so back to the build. I've been working on the dining room for a while, and so like you can see me doing that. I just finished up doing the chairs, and okay, my least favorite thing to do is like figure out the chairs, because it's just like so much work, because sometimes you can't like it's really hard to do like the copy and like paste thing. Like you have to make it like all really lined up and like stuff, so it's like you kind of have to like repeat this process like I don't know, like 6 different times, sometimes more, you know, and it gets really annoying and like repetitive, but I think it's worth it in the end. Like it's definitely worth it, but it's just super annoying. And I also have like a hard time because I want to make the chairs like functional, and it's sometimes really hard to like make a certain chair be actually functional. So like I always have a problem with the chairs for like that reason, and like I just like don't know what design I want to do. Like this, I don't really know how I came up with it. I kind of saw a few things on Pinterest that I was like, oh, like those are cool chairs, and like I kind of just tried doing it, and it doesn't look like it does on Pinterest at all, but it's something. It was kind of easy to copy and like paste, because you can just kind of paste the main part, and then you just have to like keep, you know, doing the little carpet trick thing, and so that's really annoying, but I think it's worth it in the end. I know people are like, I don't have the time for that. Well, you don't have to do that. No one's forcing you to like do all these custom things, but I'm sure like watching my channel, you know that I do that, and I definitely think it's worth it in the end. I think it's worth the money and like time spent doing it. So yeah, like everyone was like roasting my money on this account, or money, like how much does money this whole build cost, and it is a lot of money. Like I didn't think this was gonna be like that expensive, but okay, well, first of all, I think it's more expensive because I kept deleting a ton of things. Like I think in the first voiceover I was talking about how I had to basically do this whole thing twice, so and that in itself was like a good portion of the money, like a good chunk of it, probably like 100,000, something like that. So like a good portion of that is just like that, and like deleting stuff, and like it just becomes part of the cost, you know. And another good chunk of it is just the landscape. Like there's a big pool, so that's a big cost. All of the transparent decals, also a very big cost. Like somehow they just like, you kind of are like, oh, they're not that much, and they just end up costing so much money. Like I don't know how like that happens. It just costs so much money for some reason, and yeah, that's like not fun. It just adds up so fast. Like big, like I would say like almost $1 million on landscaping just alone because of the decals. And then the house itself, I don't think it's like that expensive. I forgot how much I said this house was. I forgot, like, but honestly, yeah, most of it is just from redoing the house and the landscaping, so it's not that expensive. Like if you don't want to pay a ton of money for all of the landscape, and you want to do like the normal way with just like the normal trees and stuff, by all means go for it, because it's gonna be like a lot cheaper, and like it's not gonna look the same way obviously, but it's just gonna be a lot cheaper. And like if you want to like at some point add the transparent decals, like, you know, that's always an option. Like so yeah, I never like want to limit people. Like I don't know, some people ask me in my comments like, oh, can I like change some things about this? I'm like, of course. Like if this, like I don't even care, like if you just take a little bit of inspiration from a build, I feel like that's like the main reason why I post builds. It's just like mostly inspiration. Like I'm not saying like, I mean like obviously you can copy it, like that's kind of what they're for too, but like if you're not even gonna like copy it, but like, oh, that's inspiring, like the color palette or whatever inspires you, like that makes you want to like do that, like that is like 100% okay. And I almost like encourage it because it's like really fun. I think it sparks people's creativity and like stuff, so I will never limit that at all. Like I mean, there's not really a way to moderate that anyways, but like I will just know that I like, you can do like anything with that. I just love seeing people's like recreations, or like if people are inspired and like they'll like tag me and stuff, which by the way, I do pretty much respond to like any tagged thing I get on TikTok. I haven't been on Instagram that much, but I will be late now, I think. I just like lost motivation on Instagram because like, I don't know, it's like overwhelming. Like I don't have like a lot of posts ready. Also like this build was like built when I was on vacation, so like I didn't really have the time to like go sit there and edit a ton of pictures and stuff and post them. So that's just like what happened. I feel like I've neglected my Instagram a lot and I feel really bad, but and I've been more active on like TikTok, but I'm gonna try to be more active on Instagram. So like if you tag me and stuff, I pretty much always look at it, and I'll try to comment and like stuff. So I love seeing people's like things that they make and like when they tag me. I just love seeing it. So always feel free to do that. Like I said, I'm pretty much always like active in that way, and I always try to respond. But yeah, like you can always modify this. Like I am not saying you can never do like that. Like yeah, and there's no way to really like tell. I wouldn't really know anyways. Okay, anyways, I think I'm going to end the voiceover here. I know this is like kind of shorter than I would like, but I just have like a lot of things I want to get done today, and like I want to get this video out, and last time I did a voiceover, it took me literally like a whole day to get it uploaded. Like, it was just being so slow for some reason. Like, I don't know if my Wi-Fi is having a bad day, or I mean, it was a longer video too, but it was just taking forever. And I do want to get this up like by the weekend, which is tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna leave it here because I want to finish like editing this video, and I have a lot of homework that I want to get done, and I have some building projects I want to start doing again, like because I'm back in the mood. So I want to like utilize that as I can, because I don't want to get like wrapped up too much, you know, into like school. I mean, I should, you know, do school, take it seriously, but like I don't want to like start getting stressed when things get a little bit more stressful, you know, and then it's like even harder to like find the time to do that. So since I'm starting school off, like, well, since it's only the first week, I don't have as much things to do, so I'm just gonna like try to take advantage of that time and stuff. So this will probably be the end. This will be the end of this voiceover for right now, and it's also the last part of this house. So I will see you guys in the next project thing when that gets released. Hopefully it gets released soon. But yeah, so I will see you guys in the next voiceover. Bye.
Bye.